Head coach Ahen Kim, and we welcome him now to the table. Coach Kim, congratulations, another win as you guys run your unbeaten streak now to 5 consecutive matches. First thing we'd like to talk about, Sierra Jenkins hitting 1,000 career assists. She finishes with 37 on the night, and we know she's had to battle through a ton of things this season, but what can you say about her play?
You know, she's a pro. I mean, she shows up every day, works hard. She does what she can. You know, I think she knows her. You know, she's been rocky start, you know, physically, but she's getting back stronger. She's committed to the weight room. She's committed to the training room and the shows, and she's really prepared on the weekends. And she is really excellent at keeping our team in rhythm. And, you know, I think in the first 2 sets, like she was managing. We were passing almost too perfect, and we were in some tight situations, and she helps us manage out of those tough situations and gives our team some stability. And then, you know, I think what we saw at the end of set 2 and most of set 3 was we saw a lot of efficiency, a lot of balance, a lot of comfort in first touch, and I think that's a lot of Sierra working us through it.
Absolutely. And now, from kind of an overall team perspective, you guys seem to have a good rhythm early on. Second set, things got a little dicey at times, and we almost thought we saw you frustrated for a moment. You called the back-to-back timeouts within a couple of points, but then the team seems to settle down after that. What was the message during those breaks and trying to get them refocused?
Yeah, actually, it wasn't. I don't think it was necessarily an issue of not being focused. I thought we were just really amped up, and I actually thought that was most of set 1. I think we made big blocks, and then they made an adjustment, and we were figuring out our way, trying to figure out, hey, you know, they rotated a little bit differently, so our matchups were different, so we're off rhythm in that sense. But I think it was mostly about, hey, like, be comfortable in slow portions of the game, right? So anytime there's a dead ball, don't rush. Anytime there's an out-of-system set, don't rush. I thought we were rushing a little bit, and it was those timeouts were mostly, hey, they made a couple consecutive points. Let's put an end to that. And I mean, they served it out of bounds a couple times, and but, you know, it was mostly to say, hey, it's okay to slow down, giving them permission to take a breath, and it's like, it's okay. And I think in set 3 they did a better job of, like, finding their own way of doing that without having to go to the timeout here.
Right. And now one thing we talked about earlier in the week is how your approach towards these back-to-back weekends sets up very similar to the Ivy League tournament.
Yeah.
Kind of like a semifinal on Friday, a championship game on Saturday. Now, you took care of business here in the quote-unquote semifinal of the weekend. Now you're going to have a Princeton team coming in, and just to give you an update, they're about to get swept out by Yale in 3 straight sets. You know, how do you kind of have the quick turnaround in getting your team ready and prepared both mentally and physically?
Yeah, you know, I think we just got to move on. I mean, you know, I think that you know, we haven't gone to the locker room yet, but the real message right now, look, we take our body of work from today. There are some things we can do a better job on first touch and first serve, and let's not go backwards. Let's just keep building from what the set was. We haven't played in our home gym in a while, and I think that's a little bit of why we were rushing so much. We were just so amped and so happy to be here, and we wanted to create some big, spectacular plays, but doesn't matter who's on the other side of the net. Like, you know when to be really solid. You know, you don't have to be great all the time. Just replicate good over and over and over again, and I hope we can do that tomorrow and just build on what we did tonight and just carry that into tomorrow. And it's going to be different matchups tomorrow, so we have to kind of do that part again, but taking control on our side of the net. I mean, that was the most important thing we did today is take care of the ball when it's on our side. Our defense is coming along really great. We're digging balls. We're doing a great job in containing out of system, and so, you know, I thought this was a really good effort by our team.
Well, Coach, thank you so much for joining us here on the post game. Once again, the Bears taking care of business at home. They improved to 9-6 overall, 5-1 in Ivy League play. They'll be hosting Princeton tomorrow night right here at the Pizzatola Center, a 5 o'clock start.